charge on verification of readers, there was an MP called Mpuru.
Yes, yes. Puru Aburi.
Have you talked to him about this motion?
Yes, I did.
Did you receive any statement from him?
I did not take any statements from him.
You did not take any statements from
Yes.
him. He's a leader in Meru County.
Yes.
If he feels despised, he has ways of also approaching the governor or the relevant authorities.
He also has ways of complaining on his own.
He has also ways of complaining on his own.
Yes.
And you have not seen the honorable member petition the county assembly?
No.
No. I'm going to the one issue which also rotates to the issue of the Igoji Secondary School, the appointment of the first gentleman as a patron of the youth. What is that position?
Patron of the Meru Youth Service.
Youth Service.
Yes.
In that video where that appointment was purportedly made by the governor, she followed with another appointment of the first gentleman as the ambassador of the hustlers for Meru.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
These hustlers, would you call them or classify them mostly the youth or the senior citizens in the county?
Hustlers are maybe the people who are struggling.
People who are struggling.
Yes.
They are mostly the youths without jobs.
It's not really the youth who are struggling in this country.
Mostly. I've used the word mostly.
We can say that.
We can say that.
Yeah.
You do not agree, or do you agree?
With the term hustlers.
In your understanding, I've by the way, really admired your eloquence and appreciation of the English language. I'm very impressed. Yeah. In your understanding of the English term patron, what do you understand it to mean? In the ordinary language.
Patron is like an overseer, someone who oversees what is happening in a particular area.
Let me put it otherwise. A patron is a ceremonial office. A patron is invited for ceremonies when a club or an organization or a group have a ceremony or an event. Patron people go for advice. They go to seek sponsorship. They go to seek connections with sponsors. And that's why even persons who frequent the watering holes, we are patrons to those bars. That's correct?
That's correct.
Because we support them.
Yeah, that's correct.
So if I tell you that the understanding of the term patron is not a creature of a county office, but a ceremonial office for that purpose only, would you refute?
In this context?
No, in my context.
In your context, I will not
say
refute.
Yes or no?
In your, from
No,
the definition,
answer my question so that
I don't refute.
You do not refute.
Yes.
So you do not refute.
Yes.
Okay. There was the issue of the county order. I mean the order from the court, the conservatory order.
Yes.
When the motion was quashed,
yes,
you sought the advice of your counsel for interpretation of that order, as the governor did, on the purport of that order.
Yes, we did.
And
I
you were
did.
advised?
I was advised.
Yes.
And I also read the court order.
No. I want to hear that you were advised that nothing stops you.
You were advised that the court order has quashed
Yes.
the motion dated 22nd November that was supposed to be debated on the November 30th.
Thank you very much.
And that was the...
So
yeah.
when you sought advice from your counsel, you also expect the governor sought advice of her counsel?
Yes.
Would you charge her or verify her for following the advice of her counsel?
I cannot.
You cannot.
Yes.
You received a letter from her counsel explaining why they do not intend to appear, because they do not want to violate their own orders that they got in their own favor. You saw that letter?
I saw it. It was read by the
Would you verify the governor for following such an advice and communicating to you?
I cannot verify the governor for following the advice of counsel.
Thank you very much. We are coming to the other issue of public participation. About how many people participated?
Roughly in the region of 3,000, by if you count
in the region of 3,000.
the attachments, yeah.
And about how many approved the motion? How many approved the motion?
It's difficult to say exactly
Roughly,
the number
the
because
same you have estimated roughly.
you can say 60-70% of the respondents were approving the motion because of the circumstances of the day.
60 or 70 people? 70%?
No, I'm saying 60-70% were approving the motion.
70% were approving the motion. So 70% of about 3,000. And the registered voters in Meru are 879,000. That correct?
That's 810,000.
810,000.
Yes.
Thank you for the exactitude. So in advertising for this motion, you put out radio adverts and newspaper adverts.
Yes.
In your target audience, how many read newspapers? In your estimation, in terms of percentage?
I don't have that statistic,
Estimation.
so I'll be lying
You
if
have
I give
formed
any
so many
number.
opinions, Mr. DMK. How many?
How can you tell how many
You
people read
cannot
newspapers?
tell. Did you advertise that motion in any formal gathering like a church?
The motion was advertised on newspapers and radio.
no.
A formal
I'm asking-
gathering like a church?
Did you advertise in the church?
No.
No. Did you sponsor a road show to advertise the motion?
No.
Did you understand the implications of this motion to overturn a whole election of a governor simply because she was undesirable to you?
I understand the implications
understand the
of impeachment
Thank you.
as provided by law.
Thank you very much. So you only did 2 advertisements. The other question I want to ask is, were you in the Windsor meeting that was convened, coordinated, and presided over by the chair of the County of Governors?
Yes, I was.
You was.
Yes.
And it was a meeting between the governor and the MCAs?
Yes, and a select team of governors.
And certain team of governors?
Yes.
And you agreed on a way forward?
Yes.
There's also a letter where the governor wrote to the county assembly asking for a consultative meeting to the assembly.
Yes.
All of you had gone to the grassroots. You remember?
Yeah.
Or that's the response the speaker gave.
Yes, yes.
You also remember that in your motion you lament that the governor is going to the grassroots alone?
In the motion, I have not indicated anywhere about the governor going to the ground alone, and that's not a crime.
You've not indicated anywhere.
Yes.
In that, when the county speaker said that you people are not available, was there any follow-up on the part of the assembly to propose dates when you could be available to meet the governor?
The burden was on the governor to select
the burden is on the governor.
to select another date.
How will she know what is convenient a date for you?
By calling the speaker and talking, because the correspondence was between the two.
Did you inform her that she has a burden to call the speaker and arrange a date?
I think she should have read the letter that the speaker wrote.
No. In that letter, did you see anywhere she's told to call?
Yeah, the speaker has mentioned that the governor can select another date.
No. I'm talking about, you
Yes.
said a phone call to the speaker to arrange and agree which date is convenient to the MCAs. Is there such a statement in that letter?
There is no statement like
There's
that
no
in his letter.
statement.
Yeah.
You, in the course of cross-examination, you have also admitted that you made certain attributes about the governor that may not be very happy. Would you also like to be prosecuted for those utterances?
Which utterances are these?
That the governor cannot read 1 billion shillings, the governor cannot manage 63 million, the governor is illiterate, the governor is not elegant, the governor is not flamboyant.
Council, I have not made all those allegations in my speech. It was about mathematics in that speech, and I do not wish to address issues that you have handed to what I had said. in that particular video, because my talk was all about the numbers, and it was a campaign speech anyway before the elections, and the matters before us are events that have happened after the elections. There are so many matters that happened before the elections. If you are going to do campaign speeches,
yes,
you're going to want even charges to the governor.
You have said that the governor has violated the Public Finance Management Act.
Yes.
Has the governor expended any money without the approval of the county assembly?
No.
Has he expended any money without a budget?
No.
Has the county lost any money?
None that I'm aware of.
None that you're aware of?
Yes.
Has she paid any ghost worker who is not on the payroll, to the best of your knowledge?
I'm not aware of the payroll and the presence or absence of ghost workers.
You're not aware of?
Yeah.
When the governor came to address the county assembly on 24th of October,
yes,
and there was a crowd, and then she was pelted with stones, would you ascribe that day as a governor's meeting where she organized a riot, or she had come to address the county assembly?
I don't think she had come in peace.
No, she had not come in peace.
Yes.
But you cannot say she organized riots. Did you see her organizing
If I come with a crowd of goons, you know, by the way they dress and everything, chanting, I think you would be the one who has mobilized them, because there's no way they could have known you are coming so that they come at the assembly.
But the previous day, the county assembly, MCAs, including the speaker, had given a public address.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
So could the members have also been incited by that public address?
The members of the public?
Yeah. Would you know whether they were incited?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But it's a possibility.
I don't think
That
there were
MCA
incitements from the members unless you pin them out that this was inciting and could have read the crowd coming to the assembly chanting.
But you expect members of the public had that? There was a misconduct in respect to CECs.
Yes.
Has the governor gazetted the number of CECs who will serve in her cabinet?
She gave the list in her speech.
Yeah.
She gave a speech from her office.
She gave a speech.
Yes.
But you don't know any cabinet position she has gazetted that she has violated. Do you know any?
Reframe your question.
The way a cabinet is constituted in the county level, the governor decides how many ministers she will have, and she gazettes those offices. Is that correct?
She doesn't gazette, but she writes to the assembly saying she has nominated these members of the county executive committee member.
Is there a time limit within which she must do that?
There is no particular time limit.
Is there or there is not?
There is no particular time limit.
There is no particular time.
Yes.
So she is still within her time.
I wouldn't say that, because she would have left the names as 3, as they were.
She should
not trying to go around the law.
Then there was allegations that on the day that the motion was coming up, all of you dressed in uniforms, black ties, white shirts, and red ties, and black suits. Is that correct?
That's how the members were dressed. It's parliamentary attire.
Or it was a happenstance or coincidence?
It's a parliamentary attire.
Oh, it's parliamentary?
Yes.
Okay. The members also danced outside the assembly.
Outside the assembly, that particular day, no.
Another day they had danced.
Maybe before that, but on that particular day, the members, the motion took too long because it ended at night. And, so the members left going home.
On 24th October, they also chanted outside the parliament building.
Yes.
Yes. That's all, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You've done very well. I want to congratulate the witness. This latter phase, you have behaved like a good witness. Congratulations and thank you. Counsel, you have completed your examination in chief.
Yes.
So I just want you on this call, your re-examination to be really light.
It will, Chair, and it should not take long. I will only ask 2 or 3 questions.